In this Lion Vision update presented by CBNS Bank, we're catching up with interim head volleyball coach Andrew Kroger. UNA volleyball went 1-1 last weekend, a loss to Lipscomb, bounced back with a win over Central Arkansas. And Coach Kroger, let's start with that loss to Lipscomb. Game 3, you guys lost 37-35. How crazy was the back and forth of that finale?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. And I think it was a lot of fun because we were playing well. I know we ended up getting a loss, but Lipscomb's the defending ASUN champs. They're a very good team, and we competed well. I was really proud that we were forced into some weird situations in that set. When you get to that high of a score, it's pretty normal to run out of subs, and so we ran out of subs, and we had DS Tatum Fouch was playing front row for us at 5'7", and so we were doing some unique things, and we got through her 3 rotations in the front row. And unfortunately, like I said, Lipscomb was pretty good, so they just made 1 or 2 more plays to get that set. But it was a fun night. Our team competed hard, and our goal of hey, can we get better each time we take the court? Despite that loss, I think we did that on Thursday.
Very next night, you guys come back to Flowers Hall, defeat one of the ASUN newcomers, Central Arkansas, 3-1. Did some momentum carry over from that third game against Lipscomb?
Yeah, I think everybody was feeling good about how we were playing. The reality is playing back-to-back nights after getting to 37-35, and I know it was only a 3-set match on Thursday, but every set was tight and long, and so physically, I'm not sure if we were at 100%. It was an interesting situation where we were playing for the second day in a row. Central Arkansas had their first match of the weekend, so there were some challenges that we had to overcome. But I do think our team knew that we were playing well after that Lipscomb match, and so we were able to come out against Central Arkansas, knowing that was a big match for us, and perform pretty well.
Katy Floyd led the way over the weekend, 13 kills against Lipscomb, 17 against Central Arkansas. She was named ASUN Freshman of the Week, and we've talked about her before, Coach, but how is she continuing to improve week to week?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's been playing well for a while now. It takes winning a little bit to get some of that recognition in the conference, and so I'm glad we were able to have some of that success, so we were able to get some individual recognition. But she's just been somebody we've been able to rely on. As a 6 rotation outside, you kind of have to do everything well, right? You've got to attack, you've got to block, you've got to dig, you've got to pass. You kind of got to do everything. And so to have a freshman come in and be able to do all of those things is not super common, right? Usually if there's a middle, hey, they can focus on 1 or 2 skills. So it helps us a lot that we have somebody that we can rely to in all areas of the game.
Coming up this weekend, it's the second ASUN crossover. The Lions head down to Florida to take on Florida Gulf Coast, Jacksonville, and Liberty. So, Coach, East-West divisional matchups. What's the significance of this crossover moving forward?
Yeah, these weekends are a grind. 3 matches in 3 days. Sometimes you get that in kind of non-conference play, but the intensity and the physical toll that a conference match takes on you is another level. And so having 3 of those in 3 days is tough. Ultimately, I think if we get to where we want to be and are in the hunt for a playoff spot, I think some of these matches are going to matter because kind of the head-to-head is a tiebreaker. So it's going to be a fun weekend. We get a shot at a top 50 team against Gulf Coast to start the weekend. And then we follow that up with 2 more matches that I think we can be super competitive in. So it should be fun. We're resting up and making sure we are physically ready to go for it. But it should be a good weekend.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Chatting now with UNA freshman Katy Floyd from Louisville, Kentucky. She was named ASUN Freshman of the Week after notching 30 combined kills last week against Lipscomb and Central Arkansas. And Katy, first of all, your first conference honors. How did it feel to take home ASUN Freshman of the Week?
It was super awesome. I was super happy to receive that award. But, of course, our team behind us, just aggressive defense, working to set me the ball up. It was everybody combined, and I had a great weekend, and I was super excited.
You had a big night against Central Arkansas on Friday, 17 kills, but a teammate of yours, Maggie Sullivan, had a career-high 16 kills as well. How was it to see her notch a career honor as well?
It was awesome. We had rotations in the front row together, and when I was struggling, the ball would go to Maggie. Maggie would put it down. She's struggling, ball would go to me. I'd put it down. It was a perfect matchup for us to be able to rely on each other to just put the ball away and keep going.
Over the weekend inside of Flowers Hall, Tough Questions with Katy Floyd debuted on the video board. Katy Floyd here interviewed her teammates, asked them the tough questions. What was that like? And who were some of the teammates that gave you better answers?
It was super fun. We had a lot of fun with the questions. Katie Gehrig, I loved hers because I asked her what her go-to song was, and she sang it for us, and she got into it, and it was just super fun to, do that with my teammates.
Katy, coming up, you guys head down to the A-Sun crossover, Jacksonville, Florida Gulf Coast, Liberty await. How do you guys build off of last weekend and carry some momentum over?
Well, we just keep moving with that loss against Lipscomb. We were battling the whole way through. Central Arkansas, we really dominated it, and I think we can keep building off of that and keep being aggressive and, dial it on our execution and definitely take some wins this weekend.
No tough questions in this interview. Katy, thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.